Hello everybody, Eliott5891 here with another KTANE module tutorial. This time we're going over the FizzBuzz module. This one requires EdgeWorks, so let's get that, then we'll look at how this works a little bit. I do have the widget extender on, so you're going to see a lot of widgets potentially. As demonstrated here, I have 10 batteries and 6 holders, an unlit IND, an unlit Bob. Serial number 3 Alpha 3, Quebec Bravo 0. Now FizzBuzz, kind of based on something that I know when I was growing up and learning my multiplication facts is something we did in school, where you replace certain numbers with words when you're counting based on what they're divisible by. This is how this module works. We're going to take the numbers that are on the module, we're going to manipulate them, and then we're going to determine if they're divisible by 3 or by 5. Now, to briefly review, a number is divisible by 5 if it ends in a 5 or a 0. That's pretty easy just to kind of spot see. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, blah, 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 blah. You can keep adding down to get to a smaller one. So let's take, I'm just going to punch some random numbers in, that number. We want to see if it's divisible by 3. We add up all the digits. 9, 13, 16, 23, 29, 30, 40, 50. 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 is not a multiple of 3. 5 is not divisible by 3, so this large number is also not divisible by 3. That's how we're going to check for divisibility by 3, because you can see we've got some of rather large numbers here. Now, as the diffuser, you're going to want to read off the numbers to your expert, as well as their colors. So let's start with that. For this one, I have red 419 3160, blue 1480918, white 412 4939. That gives me my starting point. Now, as the expert, I'm going to do some manipulation, but first I need to look at these rules and figure out which ones apply. 3 or more battery holders is true. At least I don't have any ports, so that's not true and that's not true. 3 letters and 3 digits in the serial number. Yep. 2 strikes are present on the bomb, which means that the answer can change if you get strikes as you go, so be aware. 5 or more batteries, that one's true. So we've got 3 rules that apply. So what we're going to do, if we have more than one rule, is we're going to add up all of the numbers in the row, all of the numbers in the column that match to the color of the number we're trying to manipulate. In this one in particular, we have a red, a blue, and a white. So I'm going to highlight those columns real quick. For red, I have a 7 plus a 4 plus a 1. That's 12. For blue, 2, 8 is 10, 2 is 12. White, 5 and 2 is 7, 10. Now the idea, which it specifies here, is you're going to take this number you got, you're going to add it to each individual digit of this larger number to get a new number. So we're going to do 4 plus 12 is 16, 4 plus 1 is, 12 plus 1 is 13, 12 plus 9 is 21, so on down the road. Now, you're going to disregard any carry digits. All you're going to look at is the ones digits, what it's saying there. Since we're only looking at the ones digit, we don't really care about this tens digit in the number we're adding. So we could add 12, but that's going to give us the same thing as if we add 2. Likewise, we could add 12, but it's the same thing as if we add 2. Likewise, we could add 10, but it's the same thing as if we add 0. So let's take these smaller numbers and add them to each individual digit of our larger number. This one is red, so we're going to add 2. This one is blue, so we're going to add 2. This one's white, so we're going to add 0. So that one, easy peasy. We're not changing it. For this one, we're going to add 2 to each number, so 4 plus 2 is 6, 1 plus 2 is 3, 9 plus 2 is 11, but remember, we're only looking at the ones digits. So 9 plus 2 is 11, or 1. 3 plus 2 is 5, 1 plus 2 is 3, 6 and 2 is 8, 0 and 2 is 2. For this one, add 2, 1 and 2 is 3, 4 and 2 is 6, 8 and 2 is 10, keep the 0. 0 and 2 is 2, 9 and 2 is 11, keep the 1, 1 and 2 is 3, 8 and 2 is 10, and there's my numbers. Now, we're going to check for that is a tough word for me to say, and I apologize. We're going to check for divisibility by 3 and by 5. 5, we can just do a quick spot check. Number is divisible by 5 if it ends in a 0 or a 5. So of them, only this one is divisible by 5. As for the other ones, are they divisible by 3? Well, we're going to add up all the digits, see if it's a multiple of 3. So for this one, 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 5 is 15, 18, 26, 28. Is 28 divisible by 3? Well, 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 is not divisible by 3, so that's a no. 3 plus 6 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 is divisible by 3, so that's also a multiple of 3. 4, 5, 7, 11, 20, 23, 32. 3 plus 2 is 5, not a multiple of 3. So of these, my first one and my last one, my top and my bottom number, they're not divisible by 3 or 5. If it's not divisible by anything, you're going to leave it alone. If it's divisible by 3, you add fizz. If it's divisible by 5, you add buzz. So if it's divisible by both, you add both. FizzBuzz. This one is both, so this is going to be FizzBuzz. And these two are just going to be the number because neither of them are divisible by 3 or by 5. So that's what I would tell back to my diffuser. Alright, answer to FizzBuzz is number, FizzBuzz, number. So number, FizzBuzz. Notice that that's all this button does is toggle between those 4 options. Number. Now do take note, you can submit again, but if you've clicked and changed something, you will still get a strike for it. Let's do one more on this bomb, then we'll pull up one. Actually, no, let's pull up a different bomb. Let's get some different edge work, maybe some different rules apply. We'll do one more to demonstrate. So let's get that booted up here. Going to start with the edge work again. Three batteries and 3 holders. Notice indicators weren't really relevant, so I'll skip reading those. Ports G's. Everything but a parallel port. So I do have an RJ, serial, PS2, DVI, RCA. And my serial number is 0 uniform 1 echo alpha 2. So 3 or more battery holders is true. At least one of serial and parallel, nope. Or at least but one of both, no. 3 digits, 3 letters, yep. DVI and stereo RCA port, yes. Not the 5 batteries, not the 2 strikes. So these are my 3 rules. And let's do the only one that's got 3 colors to it. Alright. FizzBuzz. I have blue 2185547. Red 3905781. Green 1720785. As it's a 7-digit number and I'm in the US where most phone numbers are 7-digit, I kind of read it out like it's a phone number. So 3 slight gap, 22. 1720785. I think that's a good pace for it. So let's look at this. For blue, we need to add 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 17, plus 7 is 17. We can kind of ignore that first digit. So we're going to add 7 to each of these. 2 plus 7 is 9, 1 plus 7 is 8, 15, 12, 12, 11, 14. Notice I just kept the ones digits. For red, I'm going to add 7, 11, 13, so 3, 6, 12, 3, 8, 10, 11, 4. For green, I'm going to add 3, 8, 11, that's 1. So 2, 8, 3, 1, 8, 9, 6. At a quick glance, I can see none of these are divisible by 5, so I'm not going to have any buzzes. Let's add the numbers. 9 and 8 is 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27, 31. 3 plus 1 is 4, not a multiple of 3. This one, 6, 8, 11, 19, 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 is a multiple of 3. And remember, multiple of 3 means we're going to use Fizz. 2, 10, 13, 14, 22, 31, 37. 3 and 7 is 10. Not a multiple of 3. So my answer is going to be number, Fizz, number. Now from a statistics standpoint, it's not too hard, assuming that these numbers are purely random, it's not too hard to figure out that statistically your least likely thing is FizzBuzz. Your most likely thing is to leave the number alone. It's actually approximately a 56-ish % chance that you're not going to change any particular number. There's almost I think it's a 16% chance that you don't change any of the numbers. So you will see a lot of numbers go unchanged. If you're, behind the 8 ball time-wise, that's probably your safest random guess. Doesn't mean it's going to be right, but 1 in 6 times. But that's about as lucky as you're going to hope to get. So let me pull up one more. This time I will let you work on it yourself. So I'll blank that part of my screen. I'll give you the edge work. I'll give you one FizzBuzz, and we will take a look at it after you've had some time. For this, oh my gosh, there's like no edge work here. So many empty port plates. So many empty port plates. I have one battery and one holder. I have a parallel port. And I have a lit MSA. Serial number is 8 uniform 0 Zulu uniform 8. And the FizzBuzz I'm giving you is green 8044557, red 7418226, blue 1599441. Take a look at the rules, see what you get, and then pause to do this, and then unpause, and we'll see what we get for an answer. Alright, let's see how you did. Rule-wise, only this one condition here applied. 3 letters, 3 digits in the serial number. Note that the bottom one is none of the above apply, so you'll always have at least one rule. So, let's see what I got. Here are my numbers. Easy enough to look up. We're going to add 5, 4, and 8 to each digit, which should give you these totals here. This is the only one ending in a 0, so it's a multiple of, or it's divisible by 5. It's a multiple of 5. For the everything else, and for all of them, I added up all the digits. Here was my sum. 28, 2 plus 8 is 10. That's not a multiple of 3. However, 39, 3 plus 9 is 12. 12 is a multiple of 3. So this one's a multiple of 3. Neither of the other two is. So that's going to be a number. Divisibility by 5 is buzz. And divisibility by 3, therefore, is fizz. So my answer is number buzz fizz. And that's buzz fizz. If you're not big on mental math, on quick arithmetic, quick additions, this one might be a little lengthy. It's not too terribly bad once you get comfortable adding those digits, but that's a skill that some people have taken a long time to develop. So, practicing with this one will definitely help make you a little quicker at it. But that's it for me this time. See? Best probabilities, just leave alone. Aw. Thank you so much for watching. As always, any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the section down below as always. Until next time, this has been Eliott. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and don't explode. Bye, guys.